are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you, absolutely. Well, welcome to TwitchCon 2015. Let's start there. Are you having a good TwitchCon?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's so exciting to see everybody turning out for it. You know, it was something where you're not really sure how it's going to go when it first got announced, so it's really cool to see it looking like a tremendous success so far.
Well, this is a huge movement, right, in the gaming space. It's not just about watching games, it's about building community.
Absolutely.
And Twitch has really taken off. The announcements today further solidify that this service is here to stay. What is it about what you guys are doing here at TwitchCon? You showed off a brand new trailer today, right?
Yes.
So you used this event as a platform to show off about the expansion, Heart of Thorns.
Yep, so we're actually pretty much almost perfectly a month away. We're 28 days away from launch, and this felt like a good time to kind of solidify all our personal excitement about it into this launch trailer that we released today. That was kind of highlighting some of the cool parts that are coming for people in Heart of Thorns and just kind of helping kind of define that this is it. This is the last stretch before launch. We're kind of almost there, and we're super excited to be there.
What has the community feedback been like? You know, obviously with the game going free to play earlier this year and bringing more people in and looking at the long run of success, and now you have a pay to play, but there's no subscription fee.
Correct.
So it's an opportunity for people to have enhancements in that content, right? So you're bringing new people in, at the same time you're giving new content to the old group, and even the new group. There's a lot of moving parts, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And really, the Heart of Thorns expansion is bringing in a lot of stuff for a lot of people. You know, it hits all of our major game modes. It's got something for, you know, if you want a new experience, you know, level the new Revenant class all the way up to 80. If you're already at 80, there's stuff to do there with our elite specializations. You know, we have PvP with the Stronghold game mode. There's world versus world changes that are going to change the way the entire game mode's played. So
really?
There's a lot coming in with it.
Well, and as a common thread throughout the day, you know, launching a game now is kind of just the beginning of it. So what are you doing to ensure feedback is in place? You guys have been building up community for years, and it's a very important aspect for you. So when the expansion launches, how are you fostering an environment of communication with your community to make sure that it stays on track?
Yeah, so we have a lot of different ways that we're listening to the community. You know, we're always on our own forums, we're always on Twitter listening to things there and looking for feedback. We do something called the CDI, which is the Collaborative Development Initiative, and it's where actually we go to the community and say, hey, here's something we're thinking about. What are your thoughts on this feature if we were to do it? What would you like to see? What kind of defines that feature for you? And that's one of the ways that we can always, you know, go out and actively search for input from the community on certain features we're thinking about.
Now, Twitch is a really interesting service, and obviously the opportunity to have people talking about your game, playing your game nonstop is, it's great in terms of expanding the knowledge and reach of your brand, but there's also, you know, it's kind of difficult to navigate. So how do you identify the people who are important to that brand story? You know, with ION, which is the Influencer Orchestration Network, it's
right.
about connecting with people who have that influence, but also know the game and are passionate about that game. So what are your internal steps, and where do you prioritize that in making sure that the game is evangelized properly?
So a lot of what we do is we are constantly checking to see who's streaming Guild Wars 2 and just hopping in their channel kind of quietly to just watch. Even if they've got, you know, 3 or 4 viewers, we're like, hey, what is this person saying? What do they like about it? What are they focusing on? What do they bring to the table? And we've actually done that, and some of our best influencers have come from, you know, smaller channels that we're like, hey, like, what's this person doing? Oh man, they're like really great. They know our game. They're really fun to talk to. And so we work with them and we start promoting them more and kind of promoting them through our own channels and kind of building that relationship that way. So we start with quality because you can't fake passion.
Right.
It has to be someone who's genuinely passionate, and all the rest can follow.
Right.
Because people can tell, like, you know, the Twitch community certainly knows when someone actually cares and actually knows what they're talking about versus
right.
someone who's, you know, popular but not really invested in the game.
Right, exactly. And that passion is something that does shine through in the videos, but a lot of times, you know, they're maybe communicate a little better or do this. Do you actually engage with them on that level?
Sometimes, you know, we'll give feedback if we think someone's, you know, blatantly lying about the game or,
right.
you know, whatever. But for the most part, we, you know, don't want to interfere with what people are saying or thinking. So we look for people who kind of, you know, are passionate about the game, and the rest is going to come from there.
Absolutely. So Heart of Thorns, tell us just a little bit about the choice in the expansion, because, you know, really can go anywhere, do anything with a clean slate and a fresh palette. So why did you decide to go in this direction with this content?
So a lot of what we wanted to do in Heart of Thorns was kind of set the groundwork for what, you know, continuing content would look like in the future. So for example, we added elite specializations, which are a new addition to existing professions where they can get a new weapon, new skills, that sort of thing. And that's our way to grow professions over time.
I see.
We also added the mastery system, which is our new endgame progression system. Rather than adding in levels and another tier of gear and stuff like that, we decided, okay, we'll give you a way to acquire new abilities and new strengths as you're playing, and that will be kind of the groundwork for progression from now on. So you can learn how to glide in the jungle, you can learn how to do all sorts of stuff, and that's the new mode of progression. So we kind of had all these things that defined like what content and progression could look like in the future, and it made sense to bundle them up into Heart of Thorns.
Absolutely, and what has the reaction been like from the fans now? Don't you have an event happening this weekend as well?
Next weekend actually is our last beta weekend event before launch.
Okay.
We actually, you were right, we do have one going on right now. It's the Stronghold bonus weekend, so players can get in and play our PvP mode, and then next week will be our last beta weekend event before launch. People can play every single specialization, they can play the Revenant, they can get into Stronghold, all of that. And fan reaction has been incredible.
Yeah?
It's been so rewarding to see.
How many people are playing the game now?
A lot.
A lot? More than a little?
More than a little. We're actually having really good numbers all across the game. Colin was actually on the forums the other day talking about how great our numbers are, and kind of all of that momentum is what made us so excited for kind of the last road to launch, and we hope that the trailer captures that excitement.
All right, well I think we're actually going to take a look at the trailer with full audio and everything. Perfect, well you're going to get a chance to see the trailer right now, right here on AList.
Serve the jungle dragon. We serve no one.
All right, absolutely fantastic stuff. The trailer looks absolutely gorgeous, and you've been connected with that trailer since its inception, correct?
Yeah, so I was part of the team that was kind of shepherding it along, and it's such a relief to have it out there.
Yeah, what did people say when you showed it?
So far the reaction's been really positive, especially from fans just blowing their minds. It's been really cool.
Awesome. All right, so the expansion comes out on the date, again, tell us one more time.
October 23rd.
October 23rd. That's a very popular day. I've heard that a few times today. There seems to be a lot coming out.
It's going to be a really good day.
It's going to be a really good day for you all. Congratulations on all the success that Guild Wars has had in the MMO space. That going free to play is really exciting for you. Having this new expansion is really exciting for you. We look forward to seeing what you guys cook up in the future.
Thank you.
Liz, I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. Enjoy the rest of TwitchCon.